Lorenzo, one of the things that always happens to me is that people will ask me like, Rishi, can you share some examples of e-commerce websites that are doing really good direct response copywriting? You talk a lot about direct response copywriting. And honestly, I don't have good examples. And I can find examples of websites that have really clever copy, that have really good copy, but not the classic direct response style that I really like. Then there is this website, I guess I'm pronouncing it Stuer. I don't know if that's what they're called, but it's this. I discovered them for the first time on a plane. I was traveling on a plane and they had this, I think it was like a Sharper image catalog where they have all these different products and they had an ad on it. And what's really interesting about these guys is that if you just notice the price is $400, they're selling for $170. Very direct. This company is a hardcore direct response company that is essentially in e-commerce. I didn't know of too many other examples of it. So I looked at this page and I looked at their copy and I said, oh my God, these guys are really doing a good job with direct response. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to
Nice.
dissect that copy really quickly. So
Nice.
just look at their head. So this is on their mobile page in the description. So the headline says upper class just got lower priced. Classic direct response way of communicating. And I really like it because it really kind of speaks to their target audience. They are trying to do something very interesting. These guys are trying to sell a watch that kind of looks premium, but they're selling to people that want to get something that looks expensive, but it's not expensive. So they're not selling this to actual collectors. They're selling to people that want a cheap watch, but they want to believe that they're buying something that's premium. That is their target audience. And now just look at the framing. Only a few of us are born with silver spoons in our mouths. So immediately doing class warfare, I love that us versus them framing. And until Stuart came along, you needed an inheritance to buy a timepiece with world class and refinement. That has suddenly changed. So again, classic direct response style. Stuart Magnificent 2 brings the impeccable quality and engineering once found only in the collections of the ideal rich. So again, here he's taking a jab at rich people, and here he's kind of just talking about the fact that this is not a low quality product. If you have actually earned your living through intelligence, hard work, perseverance, you will now be rewarded with a timepiece. And I just think that this is amazing because he's making the reader the hero of that story. It's just genius. Look at this one though. After 3 years of development, $31 million in new Swiss built watchmaking machinery, we bring you Magnificent 2. So here, what's really interesting is that this watch costs $169. When you frame it like this, I'm basically the way you're reading this is that you are gaining a watch that retails for $169, but is backed by $31 million investment. It makes one guilty for paying just $169 for getting this watch. So I just think this is, and again, because I'm a marketer and I know what these guys are thinking, I know why they're saying this, but most people who are reading this will not realize what I'm realizing and will really appreciate it. I just love it. And then what they do is they focus the rest of now that they've made the rich people the enemy, they've made you the hero, they've shown you incredible value for money. They cannot sell just based on those three things. So they know that ultimately the watch has to do the heavy lifting. So they focus their entire remainder of the pitch on just focusing on how amazing it is. Master craftsmen with state-of-art equipment, look at the interior dials and azure colored hands, turn the watch over and examine the 27 jeweled automatic movement through the transparent back. There is a remarkably detailed, I don't even know what this word is, face, gilt winding crown, and crocodile embossed leather band. Again, premium, premium, premium. So I just wanted to share this very quick example because I almost, it's like citing a unicorn. I almost never see a really not dirty, but like a very kind of like, very fundamentally true direct response example. Usually we have like fancy marketers who will, who will window dress the copy. They'll have the same mechanisms and on the inside, but they frame it differently. So it's very hard for me to actually point out that this is the effect they're trying to for the reader. But here, these guys have like literally like said, screw all this shit. We're going to like, go for the jugular. I just thought it was a very strong example. I wanted to share it.
I got a question. As soon as you saw this and you read through the copy of the description, did you start getting scared because you thought, oh my God, I'm losing my memory because it sounds like I wrote this copy for this brand? Because this is like this could be something that you wrote. Like
I agree.
no?
I do think that I feel like, in another world, I would have been working for QVC. Actually, I should still apply to QVC for a job because I might not be good in front of camera, but I could like study their analytics. I could create scripts. I could identify products that they should be marketing. But yes, you're right. I did feel like this is exactly how I would have framed it. I would do things a little differently. Like I would have more stuff for diggers. So the problem with their sales pitch is they're literally using what they would do in a magazine. I think you have to use the web for what the web is good for. So for example, where they talk about the leather, they talked about the crocodile leather. I would actually I would include an image, a detailed zoomed image of that leather. So use the web for what the web is good for. And things like that. Like for example, where we say $31 million, I would actually put a hyperlink in parentheses that says, is that really true? And then when you click on it, I would show another sales pitch, right? So I would use what the web is for, but I just love this example. And whenever people ask me for an example, I never have one. So now I have an example that I can share with them. So just wanted to share it with everyone watching this video.
Yeah, that's genius. I love it. Thank you for sharing, Rishi.
Absolutely. We will see you guys again. If you like this episode, please share it. If you know anyone who is in marketing and is trying to figure out how to get copy ideas for their product page, please share this video with them. If you write a comment, I'm also happy to include a link for that mock-up with the notes. Just let us know and we will send it to you. Thank you. Bye.
Ciao.